Now live from Palin Music Studios in Springfield, Missouri, it's Wake Up with Greg. Here's your host, Greg.
Hey, good morning, friends. Happy Thursday to you, and welcome to Wake Up with Greg. I'm your host, Greg Rosander with Palin Music Center. We are on a different day today, so if you are just finding us for the first time, welcome. Happy to have you here, and if you are a regular viewer that doesn't know what's going on right now, you're going to be looking for me tomorrow, well, here I am today. So regardless, we're happy to be here, happy to have you with us. This show is a weekly show. We do it normally every Friday at 9:30 a.m. Excuse me, is it 9 a.m.? I'm already lost. I can't believe it. 9 a.m. Friday morning, right here at our Palin Music Studios. But this is our back to school season, so we're kind of shifting things up a little bit to make schedules work. So just stay tuned to the channel here on our YouTube channel or our Facebook page to know when the next episode is coming up. I think we'll be on Tuesdays for the next few weeks after this, so mark your calendars for Tuesday mornings, and it'll be a little bit earlier, 8:30. As you know, we're on 8:30 right now. So yeah, I know it's confusing, but hopefully you'll stick with us. Hopefully you'll find us, and we'll have a good time. Beautiful, warm day out there already. It's summer. Back to school is in full swing. Kids are already starting up. So good luck to all you parents getting your kids back off to school. Good luck to all you teachers getting all the new kids this year. It's going to be an adventure. I think this is the year the COVID babies are showing up in kindergarten now. So yeah, from what I hear, it's going to be a wild ride. So yeah, fun stuff there. So we're going to kind of jump right into the show. I don't really have a lot of announcements or things that are coming up. So just a quick reminder to you to, of course, you subscribe, share, like, do all of the social media things. Really helps us out, and we appreciate every button click you do for us. So before we go any further, let's say good morning to Jordan. Good morning, Jordan.
Good morning.
How are you, buddy?
I'm doing good.
Good to have you with us today.
Oh, thank you. Yes, good to be here.
Got my Hawaiian coffee back in the mix, so feeling good about life.
Nice.
Anything new in your world and exciting?
No.
Nope. Just busy with all the live streams and everything we're doing. Got lots of video projects in the works, so good stuff. Well, I think we're going to just jump right into this show. I've got some really cool saxophones for you today. Right. Some of you've seen, some of you maybe not, but in any case, these are instruments available for you to purchase on our website at palinmusic.com, or give me a call, 417-882-7006, or check out our Reverb page at reverb.com. Mauriat is the brand of the day. I've got 3 levels of alto saxophones from them. I've got an intermediate, an entry pro, and then a top line pro from them. So we'll go through those here in just a bit. But before we do all that, I guess it's shirt and watch time, right?
It's shirt and watch time.
Shirt and watch time. Well, I'll hit the watch first. We're going to go a little bit backwards. This is my 100th episode watch, gift from Alec and the marketing department here. My Seiko, what is it, the model 503, I think it is. Got the green dial on there. It's just super cool. We need to get like a zoom camera that comes right here. Or get one of those top-down cameras. I can just set my thing there and you can just do that. You know, technology, we just don't have enough cameras. We just need more cameras. So this is a real special watch for my 100th episode. And now we are on episode, I think today is episode 240. So yeah, kind of crazy. All right, so that's the watch. The shirt, this is a new debut, okay? Went to Kansas City, was it last weekend, 2 weekends ago? I think it was 2 weeks ago now, for my anniversary with my lovely wife. And went to my favorite store, the Tommy Bahama store, and I got the Bahama Coast, brand new design for Tommy Bahama this year. So you can't even really see on the camera, even with the close-up, I don't think, but it's all tiny houses and palm trees and stuff, so it looks like the Bahama Coast. So it is really, really cool, and it's like a new stretchy material, so it's super comfy, super lightweight. Getting used to the material because it feels different than some of the other Tommy Bahama shirts I've got, but man, I absolutely love it, and so hopefully you do too. So get out there and grab yourself a Tommy Bahama shirt because they're fun. All right, so that's the shirt, that's the watch. Let's play saxophones. I'm not going to play them, but we're going to show them to you. I'm going to get of course, my fancy gloves on here so we don't get them all fingerprinty. The first one we are going to start with is the P. Mauriat Le Bravo. So the Le Bravo line, and they come in soprano, alto, tenor, and barry, I think. I think they do the Le Bravo in a barry. Intermediate, they kind of position it as an intermediate horn, but to quote my friend Cody over there at P. Mauriat, it punches way above its weight. And we'll use that phrase a bit here. So if you wanted to compare these as far as where they're kind of positioned in the world, similar to like the Yamaha Allegro, similar to the Selmer 500 series, but again, really, really fantastic saxophones and nicely affordable and just really amazing pieces. I'm going to take the neck out on this one too because you're going to want to see that. I'm going to set the case aside here briefly so we've got lots of room and show you what we got here. Okay, so this is the Le Bravo, the Le Bravo 200 AS, I think is what the model is. Let me get that specifically. Look at that, I'm so good, 200A. And it comes in this really awesome brushed finish, which gives it a just kind of really elegant look to it. It's definitely a brushed finish, not a matte finish, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. Really clean as far as there's no engraving on it at all, which I think they do that so that you're just getting the richness of that brushed finish. The engraving would kind of detract from that. But to contrast, you get the nice bright gold lacquer keys on there. But here's what we've got on here. We've got leather pads, of course, Italian leather pads with metal tone boosters, which in a horn of this price point, you don't typically see. Mother of pearl key touches on this. You've got your left-hand rocker mechanism, fine adjustments throughout, adjustable thumb hook, high F sharp, front F, all of the goodies that you want on a professional grade horn. This is post-to-rib construction, so it really has all of the bells and whistles of a higher grade horn. So it's just a bit more affordable and like Cody said, punches above its weight. So it is a beautiful horn. The neck on this guy, I'm going to set this down and show you the neck because the neck actually is engraved, which is kind of cool, but they've done the neck out of solid nickel silver. So what's that nickel silver going to do for you besides being cosmetically cool is it's going to add a little bit of punch to the sound, give you a little bit of edge, a little bit of brightness. And then with the engraving on it, it's just a really elegant little piece. And still has a brushed finish on it. So it is just super cool looking. I would love to see them do a whole horn in this nickel silver with the brushed finish. I think that would be stunning. But that is kind of the specs on this horn. By the way, we do have the live stream chat going on. So of course you can ask your questions, leave your comments. I see Max is on here. Good morning, my friend. Happy to have you with us. And to be able to interact with you guys makes this a whole lot more fun. So go ahead and ask your questions, leave your comments, let me know where you're watching from in the world. But this is the P. Mauriat Le Bravo 200A. This also comes with the Super 6 neck. I don't think you can even see that even on the close-up camera right there on the neck medallion. It says Super 6, which is the same pro neck that comes on their top line professional instruments as well. So Le Bravo from P. Mauriat. You definitely want to check this one out. It is a killer horn. We got the soprano model of it in and sold it in like 2 days. These are really hot. People are really clamoring for them right now. So I highly recommend you get on the bandwagon and grab one of these. Extremely cool pieces. So that, my friends, is saxophone number 1. I got 2 more to show you here. But before we do that, we have another segment, right?
Another segment. Did you bring some music to recommend to us today?
I did bring some music for you today. And some of you may laugh. And that's okay. It's okay to laugh. For some reason, and you don't know where these things come from. Sometimes these things hit you from out of the blue and you don't know why. But I have been in an ABBA mood this week, listening to the great pop supergroup ABBA, Swedish pop supergroup ABBA. They came to prominence in the 70s, 1972 I think is when they started. And they were pretty much only active for about 10 years. I think they kind of stopped in 1982. And that was kind of it, which is crazy. And then I think they released like a in fact, it's the ABBA Gold best of compilation that they released in the 90s, which kind of introduced a whole new audience to them. And then it's kind of nothing, quiet ever since then. And then 2001, they released their first new album in 40 years. And then they went on this whole project of a virtual reality theater in London where they have basically digitized themselves and have recreated themselves as they were in the 70s, but they re-recorded all their music live as the band is currently. But so you can go to this show and watch a live ABBA concert as if you were in like 1974, 75 watching them for the first time. It's insane technology and super cool. I would love to get there and see it. But anyway, I'm going to ramble here a little bit. I'm trying to keep things short today. So I've got a song for you from the ABBA Gold album. And gosh, I got to take my gloves off so you can hear this. But ABBA, for those of you who don't know, it's a four-piece vocal group. The name is made up of the four singers or the four main players. Agnetha, I'm not even going to try to pronounce these names. Bjorn, Benny, and Annie are the four singers in the group and the main writers and composers of all their music. And so A, B, B, A, that's where you get ABBA. But I mean, just take a look at how many songs, popular songs, known, big, massive hits this group has. Dancing Queen, Knowing Me, Knowing You, Take a Chance on Me, Mamma Mia, Lay All Your Love on Me, Super Trooper, I Have a Dream, The Winner Takes It All, Money, 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 SOS, Chiquita, Fernando, Voulez-Vous, Gimme, 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 Does Your Mother Know, One of Us, The Name of the Game, Thank You for the Music, and Waterloo. I mean, that's just a few of them. And there's tons more, and you guys all know and love these songs. But the song that I'm playing for you today is called Take a Chance on Me. And I like it it's rhythmically kind of fun. So Jordan, why don't you just go ahead and roll that footage and we'll give a little listen to ABBA, Take a Chance on Me.
I'm the first in line, honey, I'm still free. Take a chance on me. If you need me, let me know. Gonna be around. If you got no place to go when you're feeling down. If you're all alone, when the pretty birds have flown, honey, I'm still free. Take a chance on me. Gonna do my very best, and it ain't no lie. If you put me to the test, if you let me try, take a chance on me. That's all I ask of you, honey. Take a chance on me. We can go dancing.
So that's
We can go walking. As long as we're together.
any freedom, but you win that freedom.
Listen to some music. Maybe just
Then you can win
okay.
that
To know you better. 'Cause you know I've got so much that I wanna do. When I dream I'm alone with you, it's me. You want me to leave it there, afraid of a love affair, but I think you know that I can't let go. If you change your mind, I'm the first in line. Honey, I'm still free. Take a chance on me. If you need me, let me know. Gonna be around. If you got
So,
no
you guys know-
place to go when you're feeling down. If you're all
Love the shirt, thank you. And I low-key love ABBA. Okay, well, you don't have to be shy about it, Max. Come on. There's no shame in loving ABBA. Come on now. All right, so that's Take a Chance on Me from ABBA. One of my favorite groups of all time, and certainly one of the biggest pop groups in the history of pop music, really. And the music is nothing but fun. I mean, all of their songs are just wonderful, fun pop hits. So check him out. That's ABBA, Take a Chance on Me. And that takes us to saxophone number 2. After a sip of golden Hawaiian coffee there. From the Nepali coast, that's where that comes from. So we got the Bahama coast, we got the Nepali coast. We're just going coastal here, folks. All right, saxophone number 2 from P. Mauriat. We're leveling up here a bit. This is the new, relatively new model, the PMSA 285, known as the Grand Dreams. So this is the horn that dreams are made of. Saxophone dreams, anyway. Case a little bit different. The previous one, I didn't really show off the case, just your kind of traditional rectangular zippered case. And then we've got the contoured style case here from P. Mauriat, which is their upper level case. All sorts of accessory pockets. Saxophones on the zipper pulls. I mean, no details missed on this guy, for sure. And this horn comes in one of my favorite saxophone finishes of all time, in this dark cognac finish. So I'm going to set that aside and grab this one. So this is the Grand Dreams. And there we are. So this is, again, to use Cody's vernacular, this one punches above its weight as well. This is a professional grade horn. This is going to be positioned kind of like the Yamaha 62s, the Selmer 700s, maybe in that range of like the Selmer 52, the Series 2. Certainly in the Yanagasawa, AW01 kind of range. So cognac lacquer, poster rib construction, mother of pearl key touches. Fine adjustments throughout. This does have the beautiful hand engraving on the bell. You can see that gorgeous engraving on there. Italian leather pads, metal tone boosters. Spec-wise, it's interesting on these saxophones because specs are pretty much the same. So what you're getting, the differences are, you're going to get a little bit difference in the bore taper, a little bit difference in the materials, but as far as the mechanics are concerned, the ergonomics or whatnot. Now the pearls on this one, they're a little bit darker pearls. They're not black, but they do have that kind of a rich dark color to them, which is kind of cool. I don't know what else I can tell you about this other than it's just an amazing saxophone and definitely one of the more affordable ones out there, again, in that price point of like the Yamaha 62. And if you're looking for a screaming horn, I mean, these guys are just fantastic. They're super dialed in. The intonation is rock solid. These also come with the Super 6 neck. It's got the, you probably can't see it, but it's got the Grand Dreams. Kind of a hearken to what Selmer did with their Mark 6s. They've engraved that bell collar right there with the Mark 6 logo. This one has the Grand Dreams logo. So I don't think you can see it, but I'm showing it to you anyway, just in case. I don't know what it looks like from the other end of the camera there, so all I can see is what I got in my screen here. Let's see. What does it say on the bell there? I can't. Oh, what does that say? That says something really interesting. I think you'll like it if I can read it. Born for the artists. Ooh. Born for the artists? Built for the artists? I don't know. The tiny, tiny print. I need a magnifying glass to see that. Anyway, built for the artists. We'll go with that. That's what that one is. This is the Grand Dreams PMSA 285 from P. Mauriat. This is available right now to send home to you from our website, palinmusic.com, or all of our other sources, or come into one of our 10 stores and take this one home with you in person. That would be the best way to do it, because then you can even try it and, come see me. You can try all of these saxophones, and we can pick the best one for you. So it's a lot of fun. We've got lots of options for that. We've got a travel voucher program. If you want to travel from out of state or anywhere else, you come and you buy a horn from me. We'll give you, I think it's up to 10% reimbursement for your travel costs if you buy a horn. So kind of a cool deal there. So come on in and check out Bass Pro and get yourself a fishing pole, and then go get you some famous Springfield cashew chicken while you're here, or any of the other great food that we got. So one of these days, I think Nate and I are going to do Springfield road tour and check out all the restaurants and fun things to do around here. We got Branson just down the street here. You know, you can come check out all the fun we got going on the strip down there. So, yeah, there you go. All right, what's next, Mr. Jordan?
All right, next is something cool.
Something cool. All right, I'm going to do a short and sweet something cool here. As you know, I'm a collector of many things, or maybe you don't know if you haven't been watching the show, but if you have been watching the show, you know I'm a collector of many things. I collect Hot Wheels, I collect coins, I collect Titanic memorabilia. I'm a big fan of movies and art and vinyl, like vinyl record albums and all that kind of stuff. Antiques, all kinds of fun stuff. So maybe I'm a borderline hoarder, I don't know. But I've got a lot of interest, let's just put it that way. So I just grabbed a couple of new acquisitions from my shelf today to show you. I really love these little 45 record album sets. Vintage ones of artists I like, of course. You know, they've got the little fold out, they've got the stories in there, the whole deal. But it's the little 7-inch, you know, 7-inch 45. This is an extended play, EP, they call it. This particular one is Artie Shaw, and it says My Concerto, so it's Artie Shaw's concerto that he wrote. Clarinet Concerto, which is, it's a jazz clarinet concerto. It's not really a classical piece. But man, just fantastic. And the thing about these little 45s is you can pick these up super cheap. I mean, I don't know if there's a lot of people collect them or nobody's collecting them. Maybe I'm the only one, I don't know. But right now they're super cheap. And this is just a super cool one, Artie Shaw. I wish they didn't put the, well, it's interesting because that's not actually a sticker, but they put the little print label right over right over his face. It's like, why would you do that? To cover up his face on there. Put it, you got a blank spot over here, put it in that corner. Anyway, so that's my Artie Shaw. This one, oh my gosh, if you guys don't know this duo, Les Paul and Mary Ford, one of the biggest pop artists of the 50s. And for you guys in the guitar world that play Les Paul guitars, this is the guy that originated that Les Paul guitar, or whom it's named after. One of the greatest guitarists in the history of guitars, but also one of the most influential characters in music technology. I mean, he basically developed multi-track recording. He was instrumental, which is an interesting word, instrumental in you know, developing and improving the electric guitar, and you know, he's got a lot of famous albums out there, duo albums with Chet Atkins, one of the greatest finger stylists of all time. But Mary Ford, his partner, I don't know, I don't think they were married, I don't know. You guys that know could correct me on that, but one of the greatest voices ever, I'm looking at the wrong side, Mary Ford, there she is, okay. Ta-da, there's Mary Ford. And a lot of their songs, they used the multi-track or layering of her voice to get just fantastic harmonies and just super cool stuff. So this is a fun one, Bye Bye Blues, really famous song by them, and then, you know, more interesting info on the back. And I just love the artwork and the cool designs on these little record sets. And then this one, you can laugh at this one, because this one's just fun. I couldn't resist getting this one. Boom. Lawrence Welk, folks, come on. Shamrocks and Champagne. A little album of Irish hits. Great for your St. Patty's Day celebrations and whatnot. But, you know, if you grew up in the era that I did, where your grandparents were watching Lawrence Welk every single night that it was on, gave me a great appreciation for that type of music. And, you know, kind of big band swing, but, you know, Lawrence Welk was more than that. He, you know, kind of crossed genres in all styles of music. They called his music champagne music because it's just bubbly and happy and effervescent and all that kind of stuff. But man, I just couldn't pass this one up for just a couple bucks here. So yeah, Lawrence Welk and his champagne music, Shamrocks and Champagne. Some of the songs on here. Shamrocks, Shillelaghs, and Shenanigans. I mean, good stuff there. McNamara's Band, When Irish Eyes Are Smiling, so on and so forth. I'm surprised Danny Boy's not on here. I mean, it's like the one quintessential Irish song everybody knows. But anyway, there you go. Fun little 45 EPs, album sets. All three of these have two records in them. you know, so you get the little 45s, boom, just like that. There you go. All right, so that's my something cool, short and sweet. I thought you'd get a kick out of that anyway, especially Lawrence Welk. I mean, who doesn't get a kick out of Lawrence Welk, right? I got several more of those at home, and my collection is growing. So, but I always look for them, you know, because they actually have the hard cardboard album covers. You know, most 45s, when you're out there buying them, they're just in the little paper sleeves, and you can't display those. You can't show them off. Those you're buying for the music. These, although the music is great, and I do listen to them, I'm buying them for the record covers, the album covers. So anyway, there you go. That's my something cool. Check it out. All right.
Sweet.
What do you collect? Do you collect anything, Jordan? Are you a collector?
Not really.
No. Most people in your generation aren't, that I'm aware of. I mean, there's a few. It's interesting because we go to antique stores a lot, and we do see more younger people getting into it, which is fun, I think, good. But
I like to go to antique stores.
you do like to go to antique stores. Well, there you go.
I don't collect anything. Collected rocks as a kid.
You collected rocks. I collected insects.
Wow.
Well,
That's one step higher than rocks.
one step higher than rocks. My dad is an entomologist, you know, a scientist, studies insects. So he always taught us, you know, the good bugs from the bad bugs. And, you know, he, of course, had a massive insect collection for his master's thesis and all that. But so we both, me and my little brother, we both had little cigar boxes with
Nice.
bugs in them with needles holding them in place, all that kind of fun
That's
stuff.
cool.
Yeah, so anyway, all right, to the saxophones. This one is probably the most well-known saxophone by P. Mauriat. This is the one that kind of launched them into the saxophone stratosphere, if you will. This is the system, oops, I'm hung up on a string there. Let go. There we go. This is the SYSTEM-76. Completely original design by P. Mauriat, and they're the ones that also kind of originated this, they call it their dark finish, which is really, does not describe this finish at all, in my opinion. But it's a matte, it's got kind of a brushed finish to it, but it's more of a matte finish. It is lacquered, and then they've got kind of the antiquing, which is the dark, you know, which really gives you it gives it a total vintage look, gives it that nice contrast. But man, one of the coolest things about this horn is check out these pearls. This blue abalone pearls, natural abalone, and they are just stunning, full of rich rainbow colors, just blues and greens, and oh man, it reminds me of the ocean. But the SYSTEM-76 is you know, like I said, their original design. You've got the big bell flare on there, nice big bore on these horns, Super 6 neck on it, and then of course you've got all of the traditional pro features, all of your fine adjustments, poster rib construction, adjustable thumb hook, detachable bell. The list goes on and on. The Italian leather pads, metal domed tone boosters, and beautiful hand engraving. And again, on these satin finishes, this engraving is hard to see, at least on the camera. But yeah, there you go. You can kind of see that a little bit. It's certainly easier to see in person, and it really, it's just an elegant floral design on there. But man, these horns, these are screamer horns. These are great for any style of music. Whether you're playing jazz, pop, rock, funk, blues, you name it, you can do it. These are also classical horns. You can do classical on these as well. Their main horn, their top classical horn would be the Master 97, which I had one of those in, and it sold in 2 days as well once we got it. So I got to get a couple more of those on order for sure. So Cody, if you're watching, pay attention. There's an order coming your way, I hope. All right, so that's the SYSTEM-76. Again, one of the greatest saxophones on the market right now. Super popular, comes in a variety of finishes. I think you can get this in that cognac lacquer as well. You can get it unlacquered. We've had it in the unlacquered finish before. And maybe silver plated, I don't know. But check out the website. We've got all that information on there, palinmusic.com, or all of our other sources for taking one of these home. So this is the big one, guys. This is the SYSTEM-76 from P. Mauriat. Check it out. Thanks so much. There you go. All right. Boom, 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 boom. And that is the final horn of the day, Mr. Jordan. So what do we got left to do here?
All right. Can you share some wisdom with us before we wrap up?
Share some wisdom before we wrap it up? Yes, indeed, I can. And we will do that. This is a piece of wisdom, a very, very short quote, but it packs a big punch. This comes from the French poet Charles Baudelaire. I know, pretty fancy, right? And he was also an art critic and did a lot of other things as well, but known for his poetry. And this is a quote he has about music, and it is super short, but we'll unpack it here for you a little bit. He says, "Music fathoms the sky." It's pretty deep, right? I mean, a fathom is a measure of depth, right? So it's a very deep thoughts by Charles Baudelaire. Music fathoms the sky. So what does that mean for you? It means music has a profound and expansive power to reach and explore the depths of human experience. See? There's a lot to unpack in that little four-word poem. You know, he's a poet. This is a poem. There it is. Music fathoms the sky. Think about that, ruminate on it, and let me know your thoughts. So that's my piece of wisdom. Well, that's Charles Baudelaire's piece of wisdom. And that's the show for today, folks. Short and sweet today because we got a lot going on. So I really appreciate you being here. Thank you for the privilege of your time. It means so much to me that you are taking your time out of your day to hang out with me and listen to my ramblings about cool stuff. So we'll be back Tuesday, right, Jordan? Mm-hmm. Tuesday, 8:30 will be our next episode. So mark your calendars for this next Tuesday, and we'll see you then. Let me leave you with this parting thought, as we always do. Helping people make meaningful music is what we do. And when you're ready, I'm here for you too. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.